Someone tell me why Josh Hart line is at 16.5 and plus 100 to go over. In game one, it was at 15.5 and plus 100 to go over. I went under, and you saw the game that he had. He scored 24 points. However, that's not what's important. What's important is that he took 13 shots and he hit 9. He's not shooting 70% again. But the nature in which his points come got me going over this time. In game one. So I'm going to stick with over 16.5 points. You see my ticket, Josh Hart over 16.5 points. I have Josh Hart on another ticket, and I'm going to show you what that stat is. It's points and rebounds. But the points and rebounds for the last game was at 28.5. It's at now 29.5 and minus 105 to go over. In game one, he had 37. The way Josh Hart played makes me want to ignore every game he played against Indiana this season. I don't know what's different, but his usage is way higher. But I think that because the Knicks have played a playoff game or playoff series and won it, they know that Josh Hart is an integral part of their offense, defense, rebounding, both sides of the ball, defense and offensive rebound. But I'm also taking Josh Hart over 29.5 points and rebounds. Yo, Tyrese Haliburton, 13.5 assists and rebounds. I'm going under. Rebounds and assists. First of all, look, it's 13.5. The over is plus 100. Under is minus 119. In the last game, in game one, he had 10. He had 8 assists and 2 rebounds. 2 rebounds. Come on, bro. I'm going under. I don't even care. Look what his rebound line is set at. 4.5 plus 124 to go over. They expect him to go under. It's heavily favored to go under 5 rebounds. I'm taking that as well. It ain't on this ticket, but let's continue. OG Anunoby rebound line is set at 7.5. Let's go look. Over 7.5 is plus 120. This is insane to me. Under 7.5 is favored at minus 130. I'm going under. He had 9 in the last 2 games. He had 9 in game 1. His rebound chances are average 10.9, but in the game 1 versus Indiana, he had 15 rebound chances and ended with 9. It's heavily favored to go under 7.5 at minus 129. It's even heavier than that in other places that I saw. I got ESPN Bet at minus 160, FanDuel minus 135, and DraftKings minus 135. That's ticket number 1. Josh Hart more than 16.5 points. Tyrese Haliburton under 13.5 rebounds and assists, and OG Anunoby less than 7.5 rebounds. For ticket number 2, I got Isaiah Hartenstein under 9.5 rebounds. As you can see here, the under is plus 102. But look at the last 10 games. He's gone under 9.5 rebounds. And let's look at head-to-head versus Indiana. He had 1 game in the regular season. He went crazy on the rebounds. But in game 1, he had 6 rebounds. And then he averages 14 rebounds. He averaged 14 rebound chances per game versus Indiana. But if you look at the last 5 games, all of these are playoff games. He went under in every game, and then he's played an average of 29 minutes. He played 36 minutes versus Indiana and had 6 rebounds. I got Isaiah Hartenstein going under 9.5 rebounds. Next is Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam line, his rebound line is at 7.5. It's the under is slightly favored at minus 120. I'm taking his under as well. If you look at the last 5 games, these should be all playoff games in game 1 versus the Knicks. Like, I don't know why it's so high right now. Just the last 3 games, he's gone under 7.5 in 3 games straight. His rebound chances are at 12.6, declined a little bit in game 1 versus the Knicks. I like Pascal Siakam to go under 7.5 rebounds. I told you about Josh Hart. I had Josh Hart again on over points and rebounds. That completes that ticket. While I'm here on Pascal Siakam, let's look at his points. His points line is set at 19.5. It's slightly favored to go over at minus 125, but at 19.5, that's his hook number. And in the last 5 games, he's going under them. And he had 19 versus New York in game 1. Field goal attempts, he averages 14.8 attempts per game, and he took 15 in his last 2 games. You can see the shot selection versus Milwaukee in the last 4 games of that series. But yesterday, in game 1, he went 8 for 16, shot 50%. This is his norm. He should shoot 50% or less. He averages 47% in the last 5 games. I'm going to go head to head. He should have a few games against New York. Look at this, man. He get caught by the hook a ton. In the games in the regular season versus the New York Knicks, he took 16 shots a game, made 8. He shot 50%. Yes, game 1, that's him. That's what he's doing in game 1. That's his points, but I didn't take it. That's his points. I didn't take it. I just wanted to look at it. The over 19.5 is minus 125. I will take the under straight up at plus 110 if I could find it. Caesar has it at plus 100. DraftKings at plus 110, and FanDuel has the under 19.5 at plus 110. Oh, I got Jalen Brunson up here. Hey, Jalen Brunson assist line is set at 8.5. This is head to head versus Indiana this season. And then look at the last 5 games versus Philly. He went crazy. Last 10 games. But head to head versus the Indiana Pacers, and then in game 1, he had 6 assists. His potential assists are at 11, and then he's playing a ton of minutes, as you know. But Brunson is here to score the ball. I just think 8.5 assists is extremely high. No, 8.5. I'm going under. The under is heavily favored at minus 142. I went under his 9 assists in game 1. We smacked that. I think that was the only ticket that I won. Did I hit my ticket today? I was waiting on something to see if that bitch smacked. I have multiple tickets on the Dallas and OKC game. In the second quarter, both of those look really good. Remember, I'm on a 2-day drought. I haven't hit a parlay in 2 days, despite having an incredible week last week. I'll show you those tickets in like 2 videos ago. I look forward to seeing the stats at the end of this week, as I check every week and at the end of the month to see if I need to change the bankroll entry amount, or I need to make any little adjustments to however many I'm playing, or what the parameters are. You already know. Let's get this dough.